let's stick with the health sector now. I ask this because it's been canvassed in the House of Representatives that public officers should be denied access, should be prevented from embarking on medical treatment abroad. You are one of the public officers who uses foreign doctors. You travel abroad for medical treatment, is that correct?
You followed me?
I'm asking you.
No, I think the issue
are you confirming or denying it?
Let's not, no, I don't think it's about allegation. I think the point you want to make, which is very apt.
No, the point I'm trying to make is this, permit me.
Let me tell you how I understand your point.
Just a second. The point I'm trying to make is this. You've been a governor. You still travel abroad for medical treatment till date. Is that wrong or right?
Wrong.
You don't travel abroad for medical treatment.
Wait, listen.
No, I just need some clarification. Do you not travel abroad for medical treatment?
Wrong. Will you allow, you want me to answer it the way you want? I'm not going to answer it your way. I will answer it my way.
No, here's why I ask you this question.
First, I hope you didn't misunderstand the point I make. I
get your point.
That the situation in our health sector is not the result from strikes by medical workers. Let that be clear.
You said,
it has to do
I just want to read out something you said, and this was just in 2017. You said that you've had cause to travel outside Nigeria for a comprehensive medical check. And that's when you went out, and you said that the experience of Gani Fawemi shows that if ordinary laborers, medical doctors find cause to go and do what we call routine physical check, why would anyone make it such a big deal that any Nigerian, including our president, should be denied the right for a thorough check? You were responding to reactions that the president was traveling abroad for medical checks. So that was you alluding to traveling outside the country for medical checkup.
Yeah. Now, when you travel, if you are apply for visa now to EU countries, they will ask you to have a health insurance cover in case you fall ill. So it's not as if you fix your calendar to fall ill or otherwise. The point I was making is that it was clearly unfair to talk like hypocrites. Why should the president travel? When even the doctor, as a governor, I have, and I'm sure they will be in the record of Edo State government, many references by Nigeria doctors from both state-owned hospital and federal government-owned hospital, suggesting that a particular or some patients be referred to some hospitals abroad. And I found some doctors sometimes asking for those favors, that they need support to travel abroad. I don't think you want to personalize this. If you make it personal, and particularly in the context of politics, even those people who were making those oppositions, who were making those statements about the president, you put this question to them. I know governors who stay out for 3 months. Very recently, a governor was out of his stay for 3 months or 4 months, and they were suggesting they were going to impeach. I think we should discuss in terms of policy. I'm not here to defend my record.
No, it's directly pointed at government officials, public officers. I say this because in the House of Representatives, a bill to prevent public officers from going abroad for medical treatment was considered, although majority of them shut it down. Would you support something like that to prevent public officers from traveling abroad for medical treatment? The reason would be that many have said that if we stay back, as long as we know, as long as public officers know that they cannot leave, they will develop the health sector. Would you support that?
It's a nice theory. It's just that it will just lead to people being dishonest. Because the one I sometimes found very interesting is when people appear before a court of law and they are facing serious criminal charges, and they use health as excuse for bail and even to travel out, while they are facing criminal charges, including the possibility that money made for a health sector may have been stolen, and that is the reason it's before the courts. But if you just make the law and do nothing else, people are going to tell you we are traveling for oversight functions in the case of the National Assembly. Meanwhile, they have booked their appointment with a medical doctor depending on where they are going.
I need your opinion on this. Where do you stand on this? If the House of Representatives or the National Assembly comes up with a bill to prevent public officials from going abroad for medical treatment, is that something you would support? I ask this because you're the chairman of the ruling Progressive Party.
It will be fine. I think morally, one should have no difficulties in supporting that. But however, having been a public officer and also having been a union leader, I see huge gaps between laws and reality.
So guys, we've heard what OSHIOMOLE has said, that he does not travel abroad, but he was trying to be smart and tactical and diplomatic. Question was being put to him and he was saying something different and trying to justify those in opposition. And most of the time, they try to forget what they have said at one point in time. I'm sure he never believed that what he said some years back, when some oppositions or some people or Nigerians, not even opposition, Nigerians were complaining that the president always go abroad for treatment, and the same man used it as a campaign too, that where the time he comes in, he will not allow people or the public officers to travel abroad for medical treatment. But as soon as he came in, that was what he started doing, and he's still doing it up till now, if not because of this pandemic here and there. He's been going, and that is what he has been doing, what everybody knows that he has been doing. Now the same question is being put to Shomole, do you travel abroad? He was trying to say, oh, if you want to get visa, if you want to do this and this and that, and forgetting that he quoted something like that when he went abroad for comprehensive, and trying to justify it that even some medical doctors, both local at the federal level, they suggest it. Why would they suggest that you guys should go abroad? Because they need help, because things are not here. The medical team in all those places they go to, have they suggested that they should come to Nigeria? I don't know whether I'm really making sense, because he was trying to justify it that even the medical doctors, the medical personnel, they at times tell you to go abroad to get more help. Why would they tell you to go get more help? Because you guys have refused to do the needful. You guys have refused to do the right thing. See the way he was just trying to murmur, he was just muttering his words. He couldn't even answer the question. He was asking the man, do you travel with me? He could not answer the question. And these are the same people. Now, the same question put to him. If the need for people, or even when maybe whether the upper chamber or the lower chamber suggests, which they have been talking about, that public officials should not be going outside the country for treatment, he could not even answer the question directly, and he was just trying to say the opposition to they spend this in. Must you do what they do? Is that not why you talk about change? You see how hypocritical these people can be? You see how they are deceiving the gullibles. Of course, even what he has said, some gullible people will still come and defend, oh, that what he said is right. Why would a Nigerian doctor, advise you to go outside to go and get more treatment? Of course, that is what has been happening, because you guys have failed in your responsibility. You have failed in your duties. They all traveled abroad. And he wanted to make it seem as if, oh, it is when you try to get visas, you want to get this in, they will try to tell you to get what is it called, insurance, whatever. Why is it that the reverse is not the case? Why is it that those people do not even seek for immigration or visa in this country? Why is it that their doctors do not tell them, oh, go to Nigeria to go and get more help, to go and get this and that? You see that they are all the same. These people, they are the same. They are not different at all. They can try to cajole people. They want to do small thing to cajole people, but they are still moving around circles. These guys are not ready to change. They are not ready to change. Oshomole could not even answer the question, do you go abroad for treatment? And he was just meandering. He was just rigmaroling. He could not answer this question, do you follow me? We know what has been going on. And he forgot that the same thing, he was trying to defend the president, that those who have been saying, oh, whatever, that the president has the right to seek health care or medical attention all over the place. It is this our government who do not have shame, our politicians who do not have shame. They will tell you, oh, medical tourism, medical vacation. If they want to do bad things, they will not be using, even they speak the English more than the owner of the English. They speak it better. Now, they are all eating on the table. He cannot say anything. When you are eating, you don't say, you can't talk, because they are trying to observe table manners. You can see the hypocrisy. They will build hospitals, because he said one time that he built hospital. Of course, we know that he built the hospital, which is really bringing controversy between himself and Obaseki. All the things that they were supposed to use, they told us that they were supplied, the hospital equipment that were supplied to them. They could not get it, but Buhari came to commission that hospital. Now, because of this pandemic, I think they want to try to open the place so that they will isolate some people there. Tell me what has been happening here and there. that the hospital cannot be put to use all this while. The same thing in Akwa Ibom. The man that built that hospital, any little thing like this, he had an injury or an accident, he had already flown abroad to treat himself. They will build it because they know the standard at which they use for that for the building or for any kind of project. They will not want to use it. He was even talking about a school. The children should be, people need to be educated and all of that. Trying to model up things. But at least from the video, you could hear him. He could not answer the question, telling us that the doctors themselves, they still advise them. He has said a lot of things which I know that you guys might want to let us know. I might not even remember all that he said, but those 2 points that the doctors even advise them to seek help outside the country. Is it not shameful? Do you think the doctors will have everything at their disposal and they will be referring people abroad? They will be referring people abroad because they don't want to waste people's lives, and because they don't have the equipment, the right equipment to work with. That is how they are going to refer people. And these people do not, honestly, they don't have shame. No matter how little it is, they don't have shame at all of them, from A to Z. They have no shame. See the way he was answering that question. He could not even answer it very well. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comments below and let us really learn from you, from what Oshiomole has said himself. Whether these people are really sincere, whether these people are really patriotic, whether these people really have the interest of the masses at heart. Let's know from the comment section. Thank you.